1 hour of practice running is about to get underway here at the Circuit de Jerez Anglo Nieto for round 5 of the 2025 MotoGP World Championship. And already we've got a yellow flag. Good afternoon everybody, welcome to MotoGP practice. Already it seems to be a yellow out there on the circuit. Can't tell where it is at the moment. No one's actually giving us any information, but we're underway then. We're into the 1 hour session. This then will give us the determined running order for Q1 and Q2 tomorrow. Green flag still around the circuit, just the timing tower that is showing yellow. Marc Marquez out there ahead of Alex Marquez. Alex topped the session this morning. A very interesting first practice session it was too, and has given us a little bit of a taster and some appetite as to what we could see this afternoon in the practice hour. New front, slick medium and rear medium as well. Zarco's gone out there on hard front tyre. They've already done 6 laps. Rear 6 laps for Jack Miller on the medium compound tyre. Hard front for Pedro Acosta with the medium rear. A couple of them gone out there with a soft rear tyre as well, compared to what we were expecting of to use the totals of them all. So we'll keep an eye on how that works in a few moments. But this is the Spanish Grand Prix at Jerez, and the practice hour well and truly underway. And let's see what we're going to have then as Fabio Di Giannantonio walks in just at the back of the circuit now as well. He's round the final chicane coming through as a monitor no full. It is on full. Marc Marquez 93 go. This is iFan as well, plugs in there. Hello, he's saying hello to me and Megan. Megan's on her way in to the comms box as we come, and yeah, they've taken the timer away now, so they do have an issue with said screen, as I thought they did earlier on in the broadcast. Okay, let's just take a quick look, because someone was mentioning sector times there, lap number tyres there. Yeah, everything seems to be in full order. So all of the action is available to you. All the timing screens, the best of both worlds. As we come into it. 57.24 remaining. One board with Bezzecchi as he comes out of the last corner and down the backstretch towards turn number 6. The dry sack hairpin, or the Pedrosa hairpin, however you would like to address it. It's always been dry sack because of the wine vineyard that is a few kilometres away from the circuit here. 55-degree lean angle as well from Bezzecchi to close it in. Track conditions are good. It's sunny, clear sky now compared to this morning where there was a few clouds. Air temperature still at 25 degrees. Track temperature now, however, at 41 Celsius. So really has ramped up a lot. Alex Rins 138, 158. Pedro Acosta second. Alex Marquez third. Jan Zarco's fourth already. Remember, the top 10 automatically go through to the next session. Let's just see if our top 10 is going to work. No, it's a little bit taken aback, isn't it? So let's just highlight that now and correct that. There you go. The top 10 highlighted here for you on our timing monitors. They are automatically progressed in towards Q2 tomorrow. And that's Rins, Acosta, Mia, Alex Marquez. Raul Fernandez now has jumped to the top as well. So times, they do be changing. 138.158 for Rins at the top of that time. We saw 137 this morning. So we know they can change times as well. Fabio Quartararo is currently last on the overall board. 100% we know that can change. Watching Alex Rins now. Born the 8th of December 1995 in Barcelona, Spain. The Catalan round of the championship at the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya is his home venue. However, this is the Spanish Grand Prix, so it is home country at least. Best lap for Fabio Quartararo, 138.082. Half the field actually have their home race here. But MotoGP, of course, is based in Barcelona, so Andorra. So that is their home event. as we watch Johan Zarco come into the last corner now. The Lorenzo hairpin, a tight, small, tight hairpin of a right. Over the line comes Zarco and does a 138.294. Ninth fastest at the current moment. Miller breaks into the top 10 on a 138.358. So they will be changing. Good afternoon to you, Megan, as we ride on board with Mark Marquez, looking back to Alex Marquez. Currently, Alex on top, 137.242. Mark, 137.324. 82,000 between the two at the moment. Good afternoon.
Hi. This day seems to be going really, really quick, and I don't like it.
Days go quick, but I've actually done a lot. In fact, I've just made the new touring car intro for this year.
Well, it's been going slow for you then.
Yeah, so that's been done. Touring car intro, tick. And we'll get all sorts ready for later on. I'm not entirely happy with it, so I might do a little bit of adjusting. But it'll work. Lap time cancelled due to exceeding track limits for the 37. That's Pedro Acosta. Colorado's jumped up to 4th.
Woohoo! Augusto's still there, I see.
Yeah, Augusto, where is he?
17.
Yeah. On the Prima Pramac Yamaha.
The whole gang's back together.
As far as I'm aware, we've got a technological issue.
With? Mark?
Trackside timings.
Oh, I see it now.
So they're struggling to get the systems working.
Do you know what's funny? Alex is behind by 73 thousandths of a second to his own time.
Mark's only 22 thousandths off, though, as he comes across the line. Mark, 2 tenths down. Alex, 137.464. So, again, a fraction off. 4.76, however, for Mark Marquez. So, they are now practically matching times together in that middle sector, which is an improvement. Alex Marquez, 137.242. Mia goes 3rd, so Mia's jumped up there as well as we watch it now on the HRC, the Honda. Over the lines, the Honda HRC Castrol bike, the factory, and yellow flag now is out in sector 2, so now we've got a yellow flag. And it's Alex Marquez again, and this time...
You got no more bikes, mate.
He gets up and he's okay to turn 5, so that's a right-hander.
Oh.
And he's a bit... wiped out by that one, isn't he? How quickly that's gone. He's sort of...
That's 2 crashes today.
And he's collapsed against the barrier now. So what's happened? It's on entry, and the front's dipped away from him. That's a fast crash, and that's what I was mentioning earlier on. It's
no airbag again.
No airbag again, but that's what I mean about how much of a fast accident. It's not ragdolled. It's not anything like that. It's just you've gone down, and your body's taken the full absorption at full speed. So it's a flat-out part of the section. You're not expecting to go down there at 5. And Alex has dropped the front. And on entry on the right-hander, Mark's gone top on that lap time. It will get taken away because of the yellow flag.
Mark right ahead of him?
Mark is right ahead of him. Alex has dropped out from underneath him. Bike's flipped over and hit the barrier. We've got a red flag, everybody. Red flag is out here for practice as Mark's gone top. That must be because of the air fence needing repairing, because the bike flew into the air fence, and we now have that confirmed red flag. So the session is suspended. So however long this is going to take to clean up, we're still going to have the 51 minutes remaining.
There is Mark checking behind him thinking, wait, was it Alex that went down?
Yeah, what happened? Where's my brother? Let's take another look at it. So it's on entry, Megan. The front's just going to dip away from him, but is that a stability control or dirty air? Because how fast that went down. Alex is up and walking away, and the medical doctor's just checking in with him, but he's okay now.
Oh, his airbag did deploy a little bit around the middle.
Yeah. I would have said that's more shock.
Yeah.
And the initial pain of it.
Because that would have been quite painful.
Yeah. He's up and walking away, shaking his head. That's his 2nd crash of the weekend, and both on the first bike.
And this time he elects to not go by himself.
Yeah. Red flag is because of the incident at turn 5. So session suspended. The air fence needs repairing and re-inflating. Now, that's twice he's had accidents on that same bike. I'd be led to incline that the bike has an issue. That first bike.
Probably. Either that or this circuit's deciding, I want the other Marquez this year.
Mark puts his hand up to wave to the fans, but also acknowledging the red flags out there on the circuit. So, session suspended. Riders will return to the pit lane And we'll just have to wait now and see what happens next. That's what the interrupted means, if
How
you're
long does it
watching along with
usually
us. It's an hour session. We've got 51 minutes to go, and we will have that time.
No, I mean the effort.
Oh, about 5-10 minutes to reinflate it. Air fence needs to be redeployed. Yeah, that is the confirmation from race control. I thought it would be. So what happened, Sean's saying, is he's just come in. Alex Marquez on the inside at the right-hander at turn 5 has dropped the bike. He's taken the full absorption of that accident into the gravel trap. He looked a bit dazed to begin with and sort of walked away, bent down, then collapsed against the air fence barrier. He's then since got up and has walked away. The initial shock has worn off, and he's now will go to the medical centre. But his bike barrel rolled, launched into the air fence, and has popped it, which means that we need to have a red flag to repair the fence and get going again.
Funnily enough, their dad's in Alex's garage today, so he's got right there for him.
Yeah, Simon Patterson has just tweeted saying as well, a huge crash, a rider collapsing in the gravel trap after standing up, and Dorna doing what Dorna does, replaying it over and over again in between shots of an injured rider. I agree with you.
That was a lot of time.
Yeah, and also it wasn't nice, because as soon as we saw his collapse, what do we as commentators say to that? Yeah, he's bent down, dragging himself into the gravel, and then collapses against the air fence, clearly. It's because, as I said...
the breast been taken from him.
Yeah, I said this about Martin's accident earlier on in practice one before he came in. The reason that Hoy Martin has so 11 broken ribs, hemothorax, wires everywhere, is because the accident, it looks so small, just dropping the front and riding along. But
it was big.
Yeah, because he dropped the front, going full speed. He went full speed without an airbag over the rumble strips of the curb, which were effectively, it's like having Muhammad Ali boxing you in your chest.
After recovery?
Yeah, or Anthony Joshua for a modern audience. And he couldn't move. So the smaller injuries always look the biggest.
Look.
Yeah, he's struggling to go up.
Oh, he almost tripped there.
Yeah. Let's take another look at it, shall we? Because Dorna loved doing that even though he's injured.
They love pain.
The front's going to dip away on entry. That's very unusual. It's the speed that gets to me, Megs. The bike just takes off because it's flat out. And yeah, look, Alex's hand. He's
Which
just
he
checking.
ended earlier.
Yeah. Because that was a full speed accident, and he had the body had no time to react.
Yeah, the airbag only slightly deployed as well.
Yeah, it didn't go full off, did it, with a proper bang? I hope it did, but now we've got this air fence that needs to be taken down and redeployed. He is going to the medical centre. We understand he will have to go to check it out.
The ambulance is backing away slowly.
Yeah. Somebody's just been to the toilet in the grandstand area, and someone's gone into the toilet, so there's a queue going on. Mark Marquez, and there is Joseph as well watching on. He's the father.
He's just thinking, why do my sons have so much trouble with this circuit in particular? The answer is, I think it's very against Marquez's.
Yeah. Julia Marquez, the father to Alex and Mark. Oh, I called him Joseph.
James.
Yeah, I just had to double check that on my notes actually as well. So the red flag is out. Track temperature's at 41 degrees Celsius. Air temperature 25. Yeah, the red flag is out to replace the air fence at turn 5. So Mark's currently top of the session, from Alex in second, Quattarara's third, Mia fourth, Raul fifth, Bagnaia sixth, Morbidelli 7th, Vinales 8th, Rins is 9th, and Bsky as your top 10. Those top 10 automatically go through to the next segment of qualifying. Next.
You know, Mark really knows how to rub it in. I mean, first his brother crashes, and then like a minute later he steals first place away from him.
Yeah.
It's that older sibling.
I wouldn't be surprised if that lap time actually gets taken away from
Yeah,
him.
because it came out after the red flag.
Yeah, with that yellow on the circuit. So.
And he went through that section.
Yeah, wouldn't surprise me at all if that was the case.
So that was around his second one.
All this is meaning that this is going to take longer, so us going out will take a tiny bit longer.
Yeah. I'm going to continue reading because I had a very busy and full day.
Well, while we're on to this opportunity, I'm going get myself as ready as can be. Let's head down to TNT Sports and the World Feed.
To counter the speed of Marc Marquez on the same bike in the same team. That's just the truth. That's just what it is. But he's not giving up, and he'll be looking at solutions. He would have asked as well Ducati, you know, for some solutions to be tried to improve his feeling and to improve his speed. And you know, here in Jerez, let's not forget, Pecco's won the last 3 years. He's won, so he's going to be, you know, he's going to be in the mix, and he's going to be. It could be the track where he goes against Marc, and we see that. You know, that battle we thought we might see in Qatar, we didn't, and it might happen here. So yeah, Pecco will be looking forward to that test as well. Just, I mean, just to find those marginal gains, just to find that little extra feeling to be able to compete with Marc. At the moment, it's a difficult task that he's not managed to achieve, but we only start a season, so hopefully, we all hope that he's going to find it. You know, that extra gear to offer us some great battles.
We've seen a couple of shots there of the Yamaha men, Quartararo and Rins. Rins a bit under the weather actually yesterday. He was losing his voice.
Yeah, he sounded like there was bit of a cold coming on.
Yeah, so I hope he is okay, being put through the mill of it. But just to talk about Yamaha, anyone who's been looking on social media might have heard V4 this, V4 that. The talkers from Yamaha, yes, they've had a try of the V4. No, it's nowhere near ready. They've not built the frame or anything like that to go around. It is the talk. I find it interesting at the moment, what the boat that Yamaha find themselves in. All this talk about V4, all this talk about, you know, you've got to go that direction when we know the inline has served them well. And the fact is, we're going back to 850cc in a couple of years' time. Fabio Quartararo quoted as saying that he'd be right now in favour of going the V4 route. What about you two down here? What are you thinking? Because look where they were last race. Fabio Quartararo closer to the podium and actually finding a couple of things here and there. And sometimes a little bit of different does you good. What do you think? What's your take on it from down here?
What do you reckon, Sylvain? You were an inline 4 rider at Suzuki.
I can't help but loving an inline 4, and I can't help but like wanting it to be on the grid as well. You know, it's nice to have diversity. It's nice to have different solutions, different, you know, technical approaches, and it's interesting to see, you know, the positive and negative sides of both. So I don't know. I feel like with the 850, maybe an inline 4 with a bit less power to put to the ground could be a solution. You know, favouring corner speed. Is it going to fit? Is going to fit with the Pirellis? That's a major factor as well. Which configuration is going to fit better with the Pirellis? And one will be, you know, naturally more, naturally better with those new tyres. So it's a tough one to answer this.
And they don't even get the tyres, do they, till next year? I don't think there's any chance of testing those Pirellis, you know, to get them. And then that's going to take some developing for Pirelli
as well. Yeah, that will change.
That's another thing that is going to change throughout the year. So it's a huge gamble. And you think of Yamaha, Michael, don't you, throughout the years, and there is one thing you think about, and it's corner speed, and it's the geometry of a bike, and how a bike rolls through a corner, front-end bike.
Yeah. Just like the Suzuki was.
As an inline 4 and a V4 back in the day, they predominantly do make inline 4s, but they have good experience in the past with the V4 as well. It is horses for courses. I'm a little bit like Sylvain. I'd love to see them find the extra bit of performance that's missing to keep an inline 4 on the grid. Otherwise, we're 5 V4 manufacturers. It's all a bit samey. I do like the idea that when Pirelli comes in, there will be someone will steal a march, and whether it's with the new revised aero, which is going to put a lot less load into the Pirelli tyres and find a way to extract performance. I'm looking forward to the innovations that are coming. We're losing the lowering device, losing a few CCs, but no doubt within 2-3 years they'll be making the same top speeds as these 1000 CCs. That is how the progression in MotoGP is. It never stops. But yeah, I do think in a way I'd like to see Yamaha continue with their DNA that has been so successful with World Championships as an inline 4 manufacturer.
There's Raul Fernandez. He's found a second on his time from earlier today, which is good to see for Fernandez. I feel like he'd be under a bit of pressure, but again, a circuit like this, you'd expect him to go well at. I say it, but as always, the Spanish riders turn up in the Spanish Grand Prix. Something happens.
Well, there's always a bit of extra motivation with your home Grand Prix experience pays off as well. You know, you've got obviously the Spanish riders on the Spanish track. They've got more experience. They can unlock, you know, that little extra potential. We've seen Raul Fernandez do really well last year in Catalonia. You know, he was leading the sprint before crashing. He was actually going too fast. I mean, he was leaving everybody. He was creating the gap before crashing in turn 10, making a small mistake. So, yeah, well, Fernandez, for him, you know, it's a tough time because he's said it. He's been struggling. He's been finding it hard to find his pace. So hopefully this Grand Prix can help him with the return in Europe, return on the Spanish track. That can help him doing a good performance and be a building block, you know, for the future. Because at the moment, start of season for him, imagine that you got a rookie Augura coming into the team and outpacing you. So it's been a tough start of season for Raul Fernandez.
And he is the rider who stayed on that bike from last year. Talking of Spanish riders doing well at home, we just saw Alex Crivier down in the garage of Gresini with Juliet Marquez. Looks like we're ready to go. They did say at 22 that pit lane will be open. That looks like it's ready to go. So that red flag will be withdrawn shortly. Yeah, Alex Creville to go the Mick Doohan way of calling it. So I'm sure he called him Creville just to wind him up more than anything back in the day. But yeah, he cemented his legend here in the past. First ever Premier Class champion for Spain. So we're only 8.5 minutes into the session. And
leathers and boots are going back for servicing.
Yeah.
It's probably going to need a bit more than a service.
Might need to be put in the bin. Mark won't have seen that until afterwards. He told his brother's okay and away he goes. As Mark said, actually, when I get out on the track, brothers or not, I just see other riders
just dragging
out there.
the suit along his back.
What are you on about?
The suit.
Oh yeah, they were taking Alex's suit back because it's been ripped.
It was quite creepy.
It did look like they're just carrying him over his shoulder, like, this one's done, new time for a new rider. So,
What's Paul doing?
red flag rescinded. We're back underway for the practice hour for the 2025 Spanish Grand Prix at the Circuit de Jerez Anglo Nieto. And look at how many fans are packed in on a Friday. It is absolutely spectacular to see. Tons and tons and tons of them as well.
Mark seems to be going for it on this opening lap.
Well, I think Mark knows that he has to push hard.
Yeah, but not too hard, otherwise he gets what happened to Alex happened to him.
Yes, that is also true. A few times over.
Who's that behind him?
That's Rin. Yeah, it's Rin. It's Pramac.
Yeah.
Is it Miller? It's Jack Attack. Yeah. Couldn't quite tell the number there. It looks, in that sunlight with the new additions, it looks very much like a Yamaha, but it is Jack Miller.
It was very hard to tell then.
That wasn't his helmet colour in practice one this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has been a bit of a difference there.
He's been doing some painting.
Yes.
In between the sessions.
Where's his little girl to get those paintings out?
I wouldn't be surprised if she's the one who did it.
Alex Marquez, by the way, will go back out onto the circuit at some point. So he will, unless he's already... No, he's still back in the pit lane now. So he has gone to the medical for a quick checkup, but he will still go out on this session. He's second fastest at the moment. Annoyingly, he was fastest in the first sector as well. I don't know if we've pointed that out, but yeah, 24.278 before he crashed.
Probably would have done really well on that lap as well.
Jack, an absolute nightmare of a weekend in Qatar. Got like 4 crashes during the course of that weekend. He was dropping it everywhere and in strong positions as well when he was looking really good. So it did need to change, but now we've got everybody towing each other. Marc Marquez leading the field, towing Miller. Rins, he's now behind Miller. That's where we all got confused. And then who's behind? It looks like Fermin Aldeguer.
It is.
And then I can't quite tell. It looks like one of the Vinales.
It's going to be Aldeguer.
Yeah. Yes, of course it's the Gresini, yeah. Morbidelli's also in this sector, so he must be right towards the tail end of it.
Doesn't help, but now, right next to Jack Miller is a Yamaha.
Yeah, it's not helping with identifications. That's going to be handy coming the sprint and the race, especially as I'll be commentating on a 14-inch monitor, possibly in sunshine. I'm really hoping it's cloudy but not rainy in Donington. And if it does, well, I think I need to find an inside position to do the commentary on, just in case.
Definitely.
Media centre, here I come. Commentary box as well. Yeah, look, Morbidelli's up by 1,000. Acosta up by 11,000. There's Megan is wagging her finger across the timing screen. Jaron, tell me that. Marc Marquez 0.4 of a second down, but he's leading the front of this tow. He's got nobody to pull him into it. Miller 16th, Morbidelli 7th, Acosta estimated to go to 7th position into the last corner. So Mark is going to have no traction here. He's just out there racking up the laps, but Miller needs to improve. He's 16th at the moment. Does he break through into the top 10? He goes P7. Rins goes 8th. That pushes Vinales down to 9th. Pedro Acosta as well looking quite good. Morbidelli up into 3rd, 137, and Acosta goes 9th. So out goes Vinales to that top 10.
A bit shaky there.
Yeah, going through turn 1, Morbidelli did look a little bit unsteady. Now watching Pedro Acosta.
Why does he look like he wants to jump off?
Yeah, into turn 3. It's a bumpy circuit, this one, as well. It's not billiard smooth. Despite we had a couple of attempts at resurfacing a few years ago, it's still an old school circuit with bumps, and you make a mistake here, it's a costly one. This is MotoGP's version of Brands Hatch. Make a mistake here, you're in trouble.
You certainly found that out.
Yeah. Yes, with the near fatality of myself at Brands Hatch.
You weren't even on a bike.
No, I was just
Oh, a
I
car.
was just commentating, and yeah. JT's had a similar situation, having almost died at Brands Hatch when a Porsche came flying towards him into the barrier one year in the final of the touring cars.
Does that circuit just don't like people called Josh?
Possibly so, yeah, because I don't think it did well either to a couple of the Joshes of the touring cars. No, I think you're right. Yes, Megan is the sister.
The sister?
Yeah. Come on.
Hello.
The
Why,
annoying
have you
one.
been mentioning me?
No, you're here.
Yes, but the sister. I think you've referred
No,
to
a
me.
question was asked, is Megan your sister?
Oh, yes.
There you go.
Though he kind of wishes that I was not here.
Only sometimes when you interrupt me. 137, 157 for Marc Marquez going top.
How do you think I feel some of the time? I'm saying something and all of a sudden I'm not.
That's because I've spotted something.
We frustrate each other, but he will always have to be thankful for one thing.
Laptops.
No, the fact that I was born 9 days after your birthday instead of being born on your birthday.
Yeah, that's true. Her birthday's on Wednesday this coming week.
Yeah.
Zarco goes into 13th position. Quartararo is finding time in that first and middle sector as well. Now in the third sector, 39 thousandths of a second faster than Mark, and Acosta's looking the same distance.
I'm glad did he have his visor strip half off going around that corner?
I couldn't quite tell off the
I
angle.
could have sworn he did, and he must have quickly put it off.
Well, he hasn't lost him much time as
He
they
was
come into it.
halfway through pulling it off, it looked like.
Possibly. Out of the last corner, over the line then comes Quartararo, a circuit he has won at here before.
Because look, it looks new.
Yeah, it is. He probably has done it for real time. Oh, and the man who's won here back in 2020 and 2021 has gone top, 137.071.
Woohoo! He needs something good.
So Quartararo retakes that top position. Franco Morbidelli's 3/10 down, but he's running in fourth. Acosta is he could go up to third position, the computer's predicting him to. Binder's in P9 looking good. Rins goes to 13th. Bsky goes 14th. So not too much of a dissimilar situation as they exit the last corner. Pull the throttle back, head down towards the line. Morbidelli's fourth and goes status quo.
You know why he's status quo? Because he almost lost it going around that last corner and had to slow down.
Yeah, that wake from the riders in front of him. Acosta has only managed P5 as well at 137.332. Was his last lap time. Binder's over the line there and he's towing down one of his teammates. Binder goes 9th.
41 cancelled.
That's Saleh. Track limits.
Yes.
Vinales improves up into 12th position. There's Danny Pedrosa. I've never seen him called Daniel Pedrosa before. That's not his, well, it is his name, but that's not his name. It is Danny Pedrosa. We all know him as Danny Pedrosa.
I'm hungry.
Prediction who will win at Spain this weekend? Well, you've got
Not
to
a Marquez.
Not a Marquez.
No, it tries to kill them every chance it gets.
That is true, but I'm definitely going for Marc Marquez to win. If it's not Marc Marquez, it'll be Pecco Bagnaia, who's won the last 3 Grand Prix running, 22, 23, 24.
I think I might go either Morbidelli or Quartararo.
What's going to Bagnaia then?
Get caught by Marquez.
Ah, so an America situation.
See. Take down.
There's the bike. Do you know, the more I'm looking at this, the more I'm thinking maybe Alex won't go out in this session.
I don't think he will.
That first bike was totaled. So
I'd
now
be
it's
scared.
the second one. Yeah, I would be too, actually.
Every time he's gone out, he's gone down.
Crash this morning in practice 1, crashes in practice, and, well, free practice 2 tomorrow's your butt job, so let's see what happens there.
What's he going to do then? Probably do a high side knowing my luck.
You have to remind me what happens in that, because I'll be doing the trackside commentaries and stuff.
I'll be like, well, Alex Marquez did this and that.
Oh, I've solved the problem, by the way. I'll tell you off air, in case anyone who watches this is going to don't.
There's a problem.
There we go. So, Alex Marquez still 3rd fastest, and I believe he is returning to the track soon. So, Alex is going to go back out again. Viñales stays in 12th place as we ride on board with Quartararo. Coming through the last sector now. He's still 0.3 of a second off as things stand, but he is the top man from Marc Marquez and Alex Marquez. Morbidelli, Acosta, Miller, Mia, Raul Fernandez, Binder and Bagnaia, your top 10 as things stand with 42 minutes to go of this session. Over the line, and now I think they're going to long runs again.
Yep.
And there's Mark. No, there's Pecco going out of the circuit.
Doesn't help that they both have the last number 3.
Yeah, so you only saw from the side. And Mark's helmet's red, Pecco's is black, but Pecco's this weekend has taken a bit more red on it. So it's hard to tell from certain angles. Yeah.
It looks like his bike is struggling with the rider height.
I'm going to say this. I know we've got different helmets, but riders should be allowed to choose their own suits.
Yeah.
As their custom. Because then we can easily spot who's in. You know, like how jockeys have their own shirts? Motorcycle riders should have their own suits.
Yeah, I mean, agree.
Lizzie's got her own in Superbike, so does Mal. Jamie had her own. And, so we should be allowing... you still have the same sponsors on everything, but the colour scheme should be a choice of the rider.
I'll probably have something to do with the dark side.
We are the underdogs who became world champions to forever remember what we achieved together. We are now all wear this ring. Get well soon, Jorge Martin. We're behind you. And that's the Prima Pramac team who are now wearing a special Get Well Soon ring to their former rider, Jorge Martin, who of course is out injured.
Their loyalty knows no bounds.
Shame they couldn't keep him.
So, did you see in the stands? Do you know how many people have got Martin-type things on? There's a flag.
It's his home race, of course.
He's not even there and they're already supporting him.
Yeah, well, he was supposed to be racing, but that crash in Qatar really did take its toll, didn't it? Which is unfortunate.
I can't believe that he's out again, because we said he'd be out again if he kept pushing himself.
He said exactly that. Oh, he'll be out again.
He'd do a Marquez. And he did worse.
Yeah, bingo. Did it again. Another run.
Wasn't his original injury dropping a weight on his hand?
Yes. Yeah. No. His original injury, he crashed in testing.
So he crashed in testing?
And did his hand then. That put him out for testing in the first few races. And then he did, during recovery, he tried his weight and it went wrong.
And then that?
Yeah. And then he crashed in Qatar, but his first opportunity at returning. So it did take a while for it to, I want to say, close with a chance of returning. So,
if he doesn't stop doing stuff before his recovery is fully over and he's fully ready, then he's just going to be in a big bandage cast.
Yeah, it'd be like that. It just big bandage, coming through. Let's have a look. The one where Jorge did his hand. That's just silly. Yeah. Which makes it even worse for him. Yeah. crashed in Sepang testing. First lap out on the bike as well. Did the out lap, then crashed on lap 1. It was not great. I was sat here in the commentary box and...
Life was telling him it was not his year.
Yeah. That was a mess of a test. Testing was a mess to cover. I think next year we're just going to shove it on JBMotorsports 2 and be done with it. It was a mess to cover.
It's like, there.
Well,
Stay there.
The second channel, which we're now on, hello everybody, is monetized, so it's easy to shove it there. It all goes into the same account.
Yeah.
You all get the same pennies. So that's better and better. Reminder this weekend, we've got a couple of things coming up for you. It's a wild weekend as well, by the way. A lot of hours, a lot of work.
I thought you said there wasn't a lot to do.
Not for you, it's not. What have we got here coming through?
How much am I going to be in this box producing?
That's in red.
That's a lot.
No, here.
Yeah, I know. That's a lot.
Yeah, but they're all back to back. It's fine. So, tomorrow, Donington Park, we are live for the opening of the British Touring Car Championship. That's from 9 a.m. British Summer Time. 9 till 6, Saturday and Sunday. British Summer Time, we're live from Donington. So, a lot of trackside stuff.
Do I have to be in here?
No. MotoGP Free Practice 2, 10 past 9. Qualifying 9:45. That's all going to be on JBMotorsports 2. Yes, you have to be in there for that. The Tissot Sprint, that's going to be on JB2 as well on Twitch at 1:50. This is all British Summertime. The GB3 Silverstone race from 3 o'clock will be live. Omi's commentating that on the second channel. Megan will then be producing, not commentating, with JT on TeamViewer. Will be on the qualifying for NASCAR at Talladega. And then Matthew Owens and Seth Eves will take you through the Xfinity Series race at Talladega at 9 o'clock on Saturday. Sunday morning, warm-up on JB Motorsports 2. That's going to be from 8:40 British Summertime. Megan is taking you through that. Donington Day 2, 9 till 6, as I said. Then Moto 3 from 9:50 with the World Feed commentary and Megan producing. Moto 2 from 11:05 on JB2. But the main MotoGP Spanish Grand Prix, myself and Megan on commentary, will be on JB Motorsports, the main YouTube channel, from 12:50 with lights out at 1 o'clock. After that, alongside the touring cars on JB2, we'll also have Omi on for race 2 of Silverstone for the GB3 Championship. That's at 10. Race 3 at 4. And then the NASCAR Cup Series at Talladega on air at 7:30. Green flag at 8:20. And I'll be commentating from the hotel alongside JT and Jack for the Talladega Cup race, which is going to be absolutely fantastic. I'm looking forward to that, actually, being able to do the commentary from the hotel. Megan's taking a look, and she doesn't know yet that I am actually going to write that down for her afterwards.
Send me that picture as well.
Yeah, so there you go. There's your schedule of what's coming up this weekend.
Did I do something wrong?
McLaren leaving Formula E at the end of the season. Are they? That's a big surprise if true. Yeah.
Jeez.
McLaren managed to draw with announcers.
Oh, Bagnaia.
Wow. Well, that is a surprise. Didn't see that one coming. McLaren are leaving Formula E. That's probably because they're going to the World Endurance Championship. So it kind of makes sense to go there.
Bagnaia's coming up to the line and goes second.
So he was 10th and he puts himself up to P2. Crucially ahead of Mark as well. It's a 1:37.096. In this part of the session where not really anybody's doing much. We're all having to fill time.
Yeah. I can start reading from my book.
You might need to. It's going to be that type of day, Megan, I think.
We have to go out soon. I don't want to go out, but I have to go out, so I'm going out.
We're going to town, aren't we?
Yes.
I do need to go out. I need to get some stuff. Thanks, Sean. Didn't see that.
What food?
I'll message Pico and see what the Formula E zone's going to be like.
I'm hungry. I didn't have a proper breakfast. I did eat a bit of an Easter egg though.
I haven't touched my Easter eggs yet. I've
eaten 2.
I've had a Twix. That's it.
I
haven't even touched my Maltesers or my Cadbury.
You okay?
I'm busy.
And you suddenly can't find the time to read.
I am busy. Might take one with me. You took the tracks out.
Yes.
34 minutes to go then. I'm really buzzing for this weekend. I can't wait. It's going to be very exciting.
Oh, by the way,
What?
do you know on your birthday when I had to take the allergy tablet?
Yes.
I haven't had a single problem since.
Oh, there you go.
What was I having an allergic reaction to? That's what I want to know.
The whiskey.
Do you think it could have cherries in it?
No.
Peanuts?
No, whiskey. The same thing happened to me. It makes your nose run. Whiskey opens up your pores and makes your nose run.
It wasn't that. My throat.
Yeah, same thing.
No, start before the whiskey.
Well, I don't know then. Can we get back to the commentary?
I'm just confused. Am I allergic to something else?
Remembering the good old days when we see both the championship contenders in 21-22 being 1-2 on the leaderboard. Quattro and Bagnaia, 1-2. Them fighting it out. And Bagnaia, did Bagnaia crash and gave Quattro the championship?
See, he did.
He's down. Yeah, not the San Marino Grand Prix, but the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix.
It is an odd mix.
I'm just hoping we get to a MotoGP season without having to double up on races.
Hopefully not.
Every year since COVID, we've had to double up somewhere. It's an unusual situation.
Hopefully we won't.
There's so many coming up though from MotoGP. I hope you're standing by because it's a busy year. British Grand Prix is coming up soon as well, next month. Yeah, British Grand Prix, 23rd and 25th of May. And we only get to cover the main Grand Prix, thanks to Monaco. Yay!
Oh, Monaco's good.
Yeah. Nah.
Last year.
It's not just Monaco, though. There's touring cars and everything. It's going to be a busy old day. So, French Grand Prix, 9th to the 11th of May. British Grand Prix, 23rd to the 25th, round 7 of the season. And then Aragon, earlier in the year as well, Aragon. 6th to the 8th of June. Then round 9, 20th to the 22nd of June, Italy. I'm looking forward to that one at Mugello. Assen then takes us as well, 27th to the 29th of June. Weekend of the British Grand Prix Formula 1, MotoGP are in Germany. 11th to the 13th of July at the Sachsenring. 18th to the 20th of July, we go into the Czech Republic, back to Brno. We don't really have a summer break, actually, as well. That's what I've just noticed here. Usually there's a month off somewhere, but we practically go all the time now. 15th to the 17th of August, we're at Austria at the Red Bull Ring. 22nd to the 24th of August, we're in Hungary. 5th to the 7th of September, Catalonia. 12th to the 14th of September, San Marino. 26th to the 28th of September, Japan. 8th to the 5th. Our fans back in Indonesia will be happy to know that's when your race is, round 18th of the season. 17th to the 19th of October, Australia. 24th to the 26th of October, Malaysia. And then very much later in the year, 7th to the 9th of November, we go racing in Portugal. And the 14th to the 16th of November, we're racing in Valencia.
I have been forgetting to tell you one thing.
What?
Do you know, for my final year at uni next year, well, I've noticed that quite a lot of level 6s are in on Fridays.
Yeah, that's normal.
Meaning that there's a possibility that I may never be able to do Fridays.
Lex, you barely do Fridays now.
I do. What day is it today?
Yeah, all right. Now is an exception, but you very rarely do Fridays anyway.
I do more than you think.
On a weekend where we have clashes, then I'll panic.
Panic. Because you know we have them sometimes.
Yeah, but towards the tail end of the year, not really. Beginning of the next year, yes, but we'll have better things then.
Now it's busier.
Yeah, well, I can. Yeah, but I've still got your laptop, haven't I? So you're not taking your laptop with you, so we're fine. You're taking your laptop with you.
There may be a possibility I'd have to.
Well, thank God the other laptop's being repaired.
Because I'd be working on my dissertation a lot.
Someone just smack her in the face.
You're the only one here.
Yes, but I can't hit a woman.
Yeah, but I can hit you.
However, you are my sisters. I think that gives me
It
slightly
cancels
leeway.
it out.
Yeah, it cancels it out.
I've never believed in that anyway. It's just like quality.
I can blind you with my green lights.
You know I don't like light.
What's Oh, that's very much out of power.
Charge it up. You've got to charge it up tomorrow.
Yeah, I need to charge them up. The wireless transmitters. However, we have got wired as well. If you go behind that that little germ, pick it up.
But that's moving.
You can see it, right?
See?
Yeah, there you go. It's a dual wire, so that you can have one, I can have one. And then Tom and me can also have a mic. Costa goes top. Finally, some action. We've still got half an hour to go. That waffle only filled up 5 minutes.
He's done good at some point. Oh, wait.
Quartararo's gone faster. So Acosta did do a 136.995. Quartararo's a 136.847. Here comes Mark. Second, 10th down. 136.973 goes P2. Can Gordon Shannon win at least one race in the touring cars opener on Sunday? He seemed ready when I spoke to him on test day. He seemed happy with the car. He's paid to be in that of course. He knows what it's like. I think Flash can be up there, but weekend one, unlikely. Maybe it's Letterton, maybe a circuit that suits him more. Yeah, but we'll see. I'm annoyed that I missed Netherton this year. No ifs, no buts, no candidates. I cannot do any race.
Good.
No, not one. Race 1, same time as MotoGP British Grand Prix. Race 2, Monaco Grand Prix. Race 3, Indy 500.
Good.
I don't think I get a single chance.
Obviously, that's fate telling you to do other stuff.
No, because I don't go to every touring car race, do I? I do some in the commentary box.
I know.
However,
Yellow.
sectors 3 and 4. This is the last part of the track. Aldeguer is in this sector. It's not Marc Marquez, is it? Because he's not moving on my transponder, and he's in that sector 3 and 4 area. I think. Is he? Where is he? Well, Mark's in that sector. Hang on. It's. I think it's a Prima Pramac. It's Brad Binder. That doesn't help.
Well, at least it's not.
Yeah, Brad Binder has crashed at turn 9.
It's not Jack Miller.
No, there he is. Binder's up and walking away. We're not going to have another red flag, are we, if that air fence is damaged?
Again.
There's Kit watching on. I wonder if this is... I wonder how that one's happened then. It looks like it's... could be a drop in the front one.
Probably. And that's Digentonio. No, not Digentonio. That's Bezecchi's lap time cancelled. 21. Who's that?
That's going to be...
Morbidelli.
Morbidelli, yeah. Quartararo's having his lap time done as well.
So if we replaced them, a replacement.
Yeah. Don't know how Binder's crashed at turn 9, but he has gone down. Is Alex back up the circuit yet? No. So Quartararo's top, but we've got the sector times coming faster. Marc Marquez 24.306, Acosta 24.204. So we are getting faster and faster deltas, which is, I suppose, a good thing. As Acosta flies in, trying to have that middle ground to see which is quicker and which isn't. Apparently it was a quick crash for Maverick. No, Brad. ATM system's not even telling us who it is.
How? Why are they saying it's a quick crash? Aren't all crashes quick? That's why they crash.
I would like to see a replay, but Dorna don't show us replays when they know the rider's okay.
Yeah, there's no pain, there's no gain.
What's wrong with Fabio Quartararo there? He looked very much agitated to turn 1, throwing his hands up at the bike, looking around to see if he was there, but nobody's around him at all on the track.
He's just like, who am I competing against?
Who am I complaining to, more like, from Fabi?
Either that, or they must have screens up somewhere and it's annoyed that there's no replay.
Screen locations down at turn 2, 7 as well. There's a couple more around. Mark's back in the pit lane. He's safely through into Q2, but he wants to know why he's not fastest. This is somebody who's dominated and now can't dominate, which is going to be entertaining, to say the least. Am I looking forward to this weekend's British Touring Car Championship? Answer: extremely. I've got a laptop for the first time trackside, which means that the battery's not going to die. unlike the other one. So I can actually have a sit-down location studio if I need it. And it just makes life a million times more easier. I can't resist it. But yeah, it's looking good. I'm looking forward to it. Also, I can record to it doing some interviews as well.
This weekend's going to be extremely stressful for me, and I can already see it.
I don't know how. You know how to start
I
and
have.
stop streams.
Oh no, it's because this is building up on things I have to do already.
Plus, JT's going to be here to be able to team you as well. So he can sort stuff out for you. The only thing I'm worried about is the blog.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that.
Yeah. So what I might do ahead of qualifying...
But you can team you with that.
Yeah, what I might do also ahead of qualifying is give you a basic generic background of track logo, so you don't have one there.
I'd like that. I never read the blog anyway, personally.
Well,
Viewers do, but I don't.
yeah, and also I'll be in that position anyway, because that's where my face will be for the race.
Then we don't need it anyway.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. I just don't join you for qualifying or practice too.
Okay.
Mark said he's fast up on lap 14 on old medium. He's on race sim, says Lawrence. Yeah. So just building it up longer and longer. The real shebang will take place in around about 10 minutes time. It's usually in the last 10 minutes. Hello, look at this from Maverick. Top Gun or Batmav, whichever one he likes to call himself. Alex is coming back out. New set of leathers, clean bill of health, and out he goes. And Vinales goes second. 90,000 off for quarter hour, 136.937. Yeah, he did look shiny, didn't he? He looked like an android.
Maybe he is.
Get data out there. Mia is in there too. 4 tenths down. We're on board with Pekka Bagnaia, also 4 tenths down. Where is he on our board? Oh, he's pitting, that's why. So Pecco boxes. I always thought it's such an unsafe pit entry here, because if you crash, you go straight back on into the racing line. If you drop it on the entrance to the pit lane, you go straight off. It's fine for cars, but...
Bikes, not so much.
Yeah, it's an unusual pit lane entry that's on the opposite side of the track, like in Thailand, but I don't know, it just filters into the last corner on the inside. It's never set right with me, that
They
part.
like to make life complicated.
It's been the same for years.
Complication.
This, of course, was originally the home for Formula One and their Spanish Grand Prix at Jerez in 1986 onwards.
Oh. I don't know that.
Yeah. 1986 for a couple of years. Or was it 84? No, I think it was 86. Yeah, and then we came here a couple of years. Had a couple of European Grand Prix here. But yeah, it was added to the calendar. It was sort of like their backup track.
Yeah.
The last round of the season was supposed to be in Portugal in 1997, but the track at Estoril, it couldn't get the money and it fell out of. It went to administration. So quickly we hopped over to Jerez and had the race here. And that amazing 1997, where the 121.072 for the top three, identical lap times. Hill a couple of thousands behind, making it the closest top four in history. And there we see a little bit of a slide from Trackhouse there. Coming into the last corner for Ayagura.
He's been having a terrible lap.
Is he doing that a lot then? What time is he on?
He's wobbling constantly. He just went wide. He's had that.
4 lap old front medium, 4 lap old soft rears.
Yeah, having a great time of it.
So he's gone up into 7th, which is good, as our blog points out below here from Crash.
But he has the risk of crashing every single time he turns.
Should we have a look at this accident from Alex?
Because I love it.
Yeah. In the wake of Mark, turns in, right-hander, front's going to dip.
We didn't get a replay from Binder's crash, but we get another replay from Alex's, which happened almost 40 minutes ago.
Yeah. I love this comment from Murta saying, just please read radar from 1 to 10 right now. I was like, Certainly. I feel like I've been given a direct order.
You are.
It's Fabio Quartararo who is fastest, 1:36.847. Maverick Vinales is second, Marc Marquez third, Pedro Costa fourth, Brad Binder fifth, Johan Zarco sixth, Ayagura seventh, Pecco Bagnaia eighth, Alex Marquez ninth, and Franco Morbidelli is 10th. They're your top 10 automatically qualifying for Q2. Having to go through Q1 as things stand, Fermin Aldeguer is 11th, Juan Mir is 12th, Jack Miller 13th, Raul Fernandez 14th, Fabio Di Giannantonio 15th, Luca Marini 16th, Alex Rins 17th, Marco Bezzecchi 18th, Aleix Espargaro 19th, Enea Bastianini 20th, Augusto Fernandez 21st, Somcat Trancha 22nd, and Lorenzo Salvadori is 23rd. So there you go. The only ones out there on the circuit right now is Fabio Di Giannantonio. Of course, Alex crashed, so that's his second transponder bike. That needs to be activated inside the pit lane. He's going to go out soon, though. This is Digi, going to complete another lap time. He's just out there doing some race simulations. 18 minutes to go here in the MotoGP practice session.
It's going decently, I would say, practice so far. But I feel like the riders are just encountering more problems than they are solutions.
Nightmares for the Factory Aprilia team so far. Here we come. The Legion will fly out of the pits. Yamaha go together. Rins and Quartararo. Quartararo saying, follow me, Alex, follow me. Mark's not ready to go out. Alex is.
He's still concerned about that hand.
New glove as well, I've just noticed.
He seems really preoccupied with his right hand today.
Now, that's unusual because riders tend to keep their gloves as long as they can. They don't like, because breaking a new glove takes time. So for Alex to swap to a whole new set of gloves...
His gloves must have been destroyed.
Yeah, and that's going to give him a slight disadvantage.
Which explains why he looked at his hand.
Yeah, gloves... And well, gloves, well, I suppose it's the same thing because also they've got boots here. But look, they're having to clean it up, so maybe it is the old set. But gloves for motorcycle riders are akin to shoes for us. You've got to have the right pair broken in so you get that right feel.
Yeah, like these. These are my old ones. I still wear them even though they are broken on the back.
I'm having to wear my new ones, which I don't like. Because I don't want to break them. But I'm having to wear them in the garbage box.
I'll change my other ones once we go out and be in pain.
45 minutes have passed since the accident. Maybe a bit more than that, actually. 50 minutes have passed, yeah. And Alex Marquez returns to the circuit.
And we're still getting his replays.
Yeah, and we don't know what happened to Binder.
It's about 10 replays we had.
Binder's just sort of faded into the background, hasn't he?
I don't even know if he's okay.
He's back out on the circuit, isn't he, Brad?
Is he?
Well, there's Vinales. Binder's alongside. Maverick goes back out. Where's Binder? Where is Brad?
I don't know.
He was walking back, so...
That's the only thing we've seen of him, walking.
Where is he?
I don't know.
No, I don't know then. Oh, just a reminder, Megan. With this, you will have to scroll down to get to the correct order on here. So just remember that, won't you?
I know. Hold on.
Megan's looking for where Brad is on the monitor.
He's not there! Oh, wait, no, he is. 5th.
He's
out?
No. He's in the... Oh, no, yes, he is. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, so he's out there on his second bike then.
He must have only just come out.
Yeah. Well, he's gone out with everybody else for their final run. 15 minutes, and now everybody starts going kapow. And not ka-chow, because that's making something else. It's a kapow moment. Punching. It's the old Batman. In Batman, when you used to punch, it was kapow. You're right.
No. In every sense of the word.
Megan's leading practice 2 and qualifying while I'm on the way to Donington tomorrow. So
Good luck.
Yeah. Megan has to do the shatter bits in quali. And then I'm back for the sprint.
I'm more laugh.
I hope you don't forget to turn on the camera upstairs so that I can see on the second monitor.
You'll have to remind me.
Yeah. Alex Marquez. Oh, down goes Quartararo! Well, he stood up and sort of went like Spider-Man. What was all that about? On the entry into the last corner at the Lorenzo hairpin, the front dips away from him. He falls into the gravel, turns around and jumps up and hands it on Spider-Man, thinking, well, what was going on there? He looked like he was about to save Uncle Ben. He couldn't save the bike from falling, though. He picks it up. You can hear him shouting, saying, no, the engine's still going. I'm fine. I'll restart. Let's go. Yellow flag in sector 4. It's going to spoil everybody else's lap time. But the man who's topping the session's dropped it.
Why is he waiting? Can I have a replay of that? Because I was looking down at the time and all I hear is you screaming and it made me jump.
I thought you jumped. I was looking at the monitor. I was mid-conversation and right in front of me, down goes Fabi. That's very unusual to see him crash, and now he's stuck on the other end of the circuit with 13 minutes to go. If everybody else improves, which they are doing on this lap, Quartararo could possibly fall down the order, possibly outside the top 10.
Is it? Yeah, but he could have just ruined all of their lap times.
Oh, he did, yeah. Everyone who went through.
And he's leading.
Yeah.
So basically, he's just created the perfect situation for himself.
And look, Aldeguer's gone second, 136.918. We're into that section now with the yellow flags. We have gone green. The bike's been retrieved. So, the almighty field are about to push Quartararo down. Zarco goes third, but Bagnaia goes top. Morbidelli goes top. Bezzecchi goes down. Quartararo's already down to 4th place. And there's more riders coming through. Pedro Costa looking strong. Marc Marquez looking strong. Over the line. Acosta goes 4th. Quartararo to 5th. Mark's going to improve as well. Binder might. Well, this is not great news for Fabi, is it? Because he's stuck on the other end of the circuit.
Yeah, he ain't having a great time with it. The car's on.
Don't know if there's a tunnel there. I'm unsure. Over the line for Marc Marquez. And it's fastest. 136.258.
You did tell them that we'll be 10 minutes late, right?
Yeah. Can you smell that as well?
Yeah.
Mia goes 9th. Aldeguer's improving. So is Alex. So is Morbidelli. We're watching Alex now. Well, he's actually 2 tenths down that 3rd sector. I think he got held up with traffic there, Megs.
Don't crash, Alex. For the love of everything. You don't have any more bikes.
He's down to 6th position as well. Well, the Spanish Grand Prix certainly does like to give and take, doesn't it, as he comes into the last corner. Aldeguer goes up to 4th. That pushes Quartararo down to 7th place. Look at Julius. He doesn't know what to look at. Over the line. And Alex is through to 3rd. That puts Quartararo to 8th.
Where's Mark?
Top 136.238. Well, all of a sudden, for Fabio Quartararo, it's looking very, very risky for him.
He was doing so well.
Did someone else just go up? No, just time.
It was just Zarco passing Brad Binder.
It's Quartararo. This is how it happened. They're going into turn 13. For Lorenzo hairpin. Under braking.
Put his shoulder.
He'd already gone. He'd already dropped on him.
I think he put his shoulder down and his elbow down wrong as well.
Yeah. The front had already gone on entry, so he's trail braking it in and the front's just dipped on him. Oh, it's going to be so annoying.
Ooh, that was a close one.
Wins behind him, his teammate.
Imagine that, his teammate just being like, what happened there?
I don't even think he's looking at him. Look.
No, doesn't care.
Rins is looking at the apex. He would not have spotted that Quartararo went down until afterwards.
Yeah.
Mark's looking at the timing screen saying,
He's just like,
what?
He didn't even spot it.
I think he's talking about a change he wants with 9 minutes to go.
We saw the Yamahas go out of the circuit. It's like, Quartararo's like, follow me! Don't follow him!
Yeah, don't. That is Quartararo. That's Rins, isn't it? Look at Quartararo's side of the garage. Oh, there's Fabi. Fabi's back in the garage. Great. There was a tunnel. Either that or The Great Escape's got a sequel.
Maybe Maddie taught him a few tricks.
El Diablo knows how to get out of a hole. Oh,
I'm pretty sure she has secret tunnels and places.
Yeah. Oh, I know what you're on about. Yeah, that was the weirdest thing. Me, Lizzie, and Mallory and Simon all looked at each other when Maddie said, "Right, I'm off back to the media centre. Bye." Media centre's at the other end of the paddock, remember? And there's only one exit out of the tent where the WCR was, and there's a barrier because we're second to last, and there's a barrier that you can't get through. She goes out that way. And 30 seconds later, she walks past us all again, going in the same direction. She couldn't have circled back without us seeing her. How Maddie did that, I have no idea.
Guinness think she was hopped.
Maddie, if you're watching this,
How?
Yeah, I don't know how you did that.
I've heard this story so many times, and because I keep asking, because I keep trying to figure out a way you did that.
The thing is, Simon seems on face. She must do a lot.
I can imagine sometimes she must go upstairs and all of a sudden come out of the kitchen.
Either that or she got a twin. 1:36.258 is the top time as everybody's now back in the pit lane, bar Digi and Aleix.
Maybe you saw her doppelganger.
No, it's definitely her. She was wearing the Secmet logo and everything.
Maybe.
Strangest thing ever as well. So they sent her a text saying Maddie bike's back in after it got repaired. And she replied to it the next day when I was sat next to her. She was like, how? I was I'm over here.
Just like, oh yeah, I'll reply to this. Just like, that was the day before and I'm right here.
Yeah, exactly that. Crazy weekend. I loved that weekend in Donington. Good Superbike weekend. Hopefully be there again this year, but it won't feel the same without them there. A bit different. I'll still go do some interviews and get some things sorted. Might only go someday.
Digi goes 5th. Is it 5th?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 5th.
Now that pushes Quartararo down to 9th. But look at that. The VR46 boys love that. Round of applause and everything.
Ooh.
What a surprise. Ducati 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh my god.
All of the Ducatis lock out the top 6.
And then we've got an Aprilia, a KTM, and a Yamaha. And another Yamaha.
And a Honda, let's not forget as well.
Oh,
On a
wait,
correction.
no. Mia's just
In 11th, yeah.
in 11. Too bad Honda don't make that list.
New schedule has been announced for the Cup, the York Talent Cup coming out. There's an Asia Talent, Red Bull Rookies Cup coming up soon.
Does that affect?
No. One other thing I do need to know is, when is Moto E? Oh, 2 weeks time, French Grand Prix, lovely.
I've been wondering why my arms have been so uncomfortable.
So Moto E this year is at France, Assen, Austria-Hungary, Catalonia, San Marino and Portugal.
Fabby,
Going out on the circuit.
is it wise for him on a bumpy circuit to be doing that?
Yeah, pit lane's billiard smooth.
Are we sure?
Yeah.
I doubt.
So he's not. Oh.
See?
Yeah, all right, there it is. He nearly drops it coming out of the pit lane.
It's like I can predict.
This is bike number 2, by the way, as well. He hasn't had time to get bike number 1 back. Plug says as well, thank you. Moto E starts at Le Mans. Oh, it's going to be fun. French Grand Prix always is energetic.
Unless you're in F1.
Remember last year when it started to rain? Don't forget, we'll also be live with the touring cars that day as well, so we'll be jumping around a little bit.
Woohoo!
I believe you have Moto2 again.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
You see, he just springs these things onto me on air as well, most of the time.
Probably Moto2.
No! Yeah, he does this a lot. I find out things on air. I'm just like...
Well, that's just me thinking. Yellow flag, sectors 3 and 4.
Not Fabby again.
Salvadori's in that part of the track. But so is Jack Miller. I think
48? No, 43.
It's Miller. It's Miller. Jack Miller's... Yeah, Miller's crashed.
It's always him.
Oh, and it's a biggie. He's okay. He gets up a little walkway. It's at turn 9.
He's having a lot of big crashes lately.
Back 9, Zarco might have their lap times reached here. We'll see what the race controls say. Miller's crashed then. Back 9 to the top, briefly, 1:36.094. Is that time stance? That's another one. Zarco goes into 5th. Lap time cancelled for Mia with the yellow flag. So it looks like those two of Bagnaia and Zarco will stand at least.
Well, at least someone's got a good
36,
day.
79, 73, 42, 23, 10, all having their lap times lead to for track limits. Yellow flag now sector 3. Is that another one?
No, it was originally 2 and 3, remember?
No, it's turn 6. Someone's off at 6.
Oh!
There's a second accident. It's a blue dot. Don't tell me it's Alex.
I think it's Bezzecchi.
It's Ralph Fernandez.
Why is Bezzecchi stopped then?
Ralph Fernandez has crashed at Drysack, turn 6. Aldeguer goes up to 5th. But with the amount of yellow flags we've got coming, I don't know if that's going to change our monitors. Quartararo is coming into turn... Where is he? Quartararo's in turn 6 now. Yeah, there he is in the gravel trap down that part. So that's going to spoil Quartararo's lap time as well. He's currently in 10th position. He's at risk of going out Q1. This time to Ral. Oh, wow, that was under braking. Rear stepped out immediately. That was always going to happen.
Oh.
Rear steps out, front dips out under him, and yeah. Crash, bang, wallop, I'm afraid.
There's a bit of debris on the track.
Oh, I don't like how he skids a long time on the leathers and then barrels in the gravel. Do you know, oh, he's going to restart it for the... What?
Why are you restarting on gravel?
That's Ayagura! That's his teammate at turn 6! And there's another one down! There's oil down! There has to be oil down now! For that to be 2 accidents, well, there's 3 off there. Has to be some form of oil down at turn 6. Has to be.
That?
Well, this could red flag the session again. If there's oil down at turn 6, this could bring out the red flags. It was Miller. Alex Mike, well, we've got yellow flags galore. This is going to take quite some time to sort out.
No, it was red for the other person.
It was one of the KTMs. Over the line comes Alex Marquez.
I think it was a Leish.
135.991. First man of the day to the 135s. Great job.
Ooh,
yellow flag
yellow.
again. Sector 3. That's at turn 6 as well. Yeah.
Is that Alex?
This is turn 7. Right, lap time cancelled for the 93 exceeding track limit. Someone's off at 7 now. We've gone green. The yellows are coming up and down all over the place.
No, that was... Who's that?
And now, that was Quartararo starting at that time. He's been blocked by Alex and by somebody else on the exit line.
Who's
of one
that?
of the KTMs.
Jeez, I wish we had a drive track.
I wish we did. It's hard working out into that first sector. Brad Binder, Megan.
Binder. So Binder went off.
Well, sure.
Again.
And hang on, is Bagnaia not going to go out again? 1 minute 40, yellow
Would
flag
you blame
again.
him?
Yellow flag, sector 3
Sector
again.
3.
And he's down at turn 6. That's another
21.
crash.
21.
That's Mia.
Mia.
36 has gone down. There's got to be some form of oil down at turn 6. There has to be. That's
21,
5
23,
now, I
37.
count, in that part of the track. There has to be some form of oil.
In a minute.
Yeah, well, if I was race control, I'd red flag this before anyone else goes down.
Yeah, because every time someone goes round for it, someone down.
Yeah, there's something on the track that's making them crash. Wind hasn't increased; it stayed the same. No, it's actually 12 kilometres blowing in the southeast. I wonder if the wind's causing something, but it's either wind or something's on the circuit, some form of oil. Quartararo locks up, but he's going to go through the gravel at turn 1 as well. Quartararo runs it off again, and that was on his last flying lap time. Quartararo improves up to 5th, but goes off at turn 1. Well, this is turning into quite a bizarre ending to the MotoGP practice hour.
What's happening? Who went off at turn 6 originally?
I think Acosta went wide as well, and this is him now on another lap time. Over the line comes Pietro, and moves up into the top 10. That kicks out Bezzecchi. Well, they haven't red flagged the session, but yeah, I'm very much surprised about what's been going on here. Over the line, Marc Marquez stays in 3rd, Aldeguer stays 6th, Binder stays 15th. Flags coming out, so the times will be made official soon.
They seem to have stopped slipping now, so I think they all know.
79 for track limits have been lap time cancelled.
Here's a replay.
Well, this is Mia on entry. Something flies off there. So he's hit some form of debris and then he loses it mid-corner. I don't want to say it, but he didn't catch the camera, did he?
Wait, debris?
Yeah.
Oh. Who was originally off there?
Oh,
Because there was debris that flew off.
I can't remember. We had 5 go off in the same part. Oh! And Bagnaia nearly losing in mid-corner, and so did Mark.
Oh my god. What corner was that?
That was turn 6 at the exit,
my.
same part, yeah. There's something wrong in the middle of that hairpin.
Are they okay?
That's 6 riders who have had moments. 5 have gone down.
Just 6.
Yeah. Mia.
32, 42, 10, 23, 73.
Lap time's getting cancelled left, right, and centre. This is going to take an enormous time to clean all this
21.
one up. I think Alex
33.
Alex has topped it, hasn't he? I don't think anyone else can improve with the lap times getting
54.
cancelled. Binder might. Binder's on a good lap time. Acosta stays 8. New best lap time. That might get deleted. Binder tries to break through. Morbidelli 3rd. Binder 11th. Kicks bound Bezzecchi, but has to go through Q1. And again, his back
Miller's
switching at
not
1. No. Miller at 13th, but came back into the pit lane. One Mia in 10th. We'll go through.
Why did he go in?
Right, here's another one. This is Mark's moment. Mid corner. Can't see. There's a little bit. Yeah, there's liquid. Look. Look. There's liquid on the circuit.
Oh, and that's where he slips.
Yeah. There's there's a little bit of fluid on the circuit. It's come back from the bike that restarted the gravel. And it's been brought back on.
Raul?
Could be. I think it was. Yeah, Raul. Raul's caused the fluid. He's put fluid down.
So that's what broke off
Yeah.
when he fell.
Yeah.
Because, I remember now, because he was,
Yeah.
we were saying he was landed really weird.
So Raul's put fluid onto the circuit, and that's why everyone's having moments.
So the thing that flew off might have been the
Well,
fuel
just-
cap.
just a little bit of fluid. Maybe something's been cut, but there's definitely fluid down.
Maybe something to do with the oils. It's like broken off of there.
Yeah. Well, it is an all-time lap record around Jerez. The first man ever into the 1 minute 35s for Alex Marquez. A man who crashed twice today, but ends the day fastest on 35.991.
He's just like, I will not let this track beat me.
Great time. Your top 10 will have to go through your top 10 automatically into Q2 is Alex Marquez, Pecco Bagnaia, Franco Morbidelli, Marc Marquez, Fabio Quartararo, Fermin Aldeguer, Johan Zarco, Pedro Costa, Fabio Di Giannantonio, and Juan Mir. Your 12 that has to go through to Q1, Brad Binder, Marco Bezzecchi, Jack Miller, Maverick Vinales, Alex Rins, Ralph Fernandez, Ayagura, Luca Marini, Inea Bashnini, Gusto Fernandez, Alicia Spargo, Lorenzo Salvador, Somcat Changsha. Megs, thoughts on this practice?
It was dramatic.
It was dramatic, wasn't it?
It didn't get dramatic until the end. At the start.
Well, just a reminder that every session bar the main race day is live on JB Motorsports 2. The race will be live on JB Motorsports. Megan will take you through free practice 2 and qualifying tomorrow. I'll be back commentating from Donington trackside for the touring cars for the Tito Sprint with Megan. And you can watch all of that here on JB Motorsports 2 and Twitch live and premiered later on the main channel. Thanks for your company. What a session. It is Alex Marquez. Gets knocked down, gets back up again, and sets the fastest lap time ever at this circuit. We'll see you later for free practice 2 tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.